What are they doing?
They're dancing.
How is everybody?
Hi.
Good. Hi.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's like October already.
I know.
Just for the pure fact that like normally I have costumes picked out in August. I have no idea this Halloween what's gonna happen. I'm like I have so much cardboard to make stuff, but I don't know what to make. So costume ideas, yeah, please leave them in the comments, because like my son doesn't want to dress up. He's not into it, you know, like it's like
Getting to that age.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, early.
I always wanted to dress up. I never not dressed up for Halloween.
I have missed the last two, and I'm really sad about it. Like, I need to adopt someone's kids so I can go back out trick-or-treating.
I mean, you can take mine, but he'll headbutt people, but like, you can still take him.
I could dress him up as a chicken, and we can both go as chickens and do the pecking order. Yes. We can peck at everybody. Yes.
Yeah. And take their candy. Because he'll grab and go.
I just headbutt some kid. Donk.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking some Pabst Blue Ribbon Strong. I told Chris to go to the alcohol store, and he did. And then he came back with a case of like 12 small cans of Black Fly, and I was like, I will drink 7 of those. Like, I need something else. So he brought me beer.
Very nice. Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
Boozy milkshake smoothie. It's a smoothie. It's not a milkshake. So I want to be a little healthier. I've just got over like a cold, sickness. So I'm like, I need the thing, and it's kind of curdling. So I need to like
drink it fast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting over a virus too. I'm constantly always getting over a virus. And I'm
every episode.
I know. And it's so bad. We couldn't even record some stuff last night because I was just feeling so down. And I'm on the Tylenol, so I can't really drink, but I have flavored water. Kirkland's brand though.
Okay.
And it's sparkling black raspberry.
For the record, I am also getting over a cold.
Right?
I just really need to drink tonight. It's just one of those weeks.
So rough. Yeah. No, I hear it.
And like, this is the only night my daughter isn't here. So like, if I'm gonna get shit faced, this is the one. Like,
this is the night.
Yeah. Like, I didn't have a choice. So
yeah, like if I was to get shit faced, it'd be probably tonight. Just because like I can sleep in the next day, sorta, kinda. I don't know. Depends on Caleb, right? Like he got up like at 5 this morning. So like, yeah, but maybe I'll sleep in a little bit. I don't know. I can sleep on the couch, whatever. I don't have to get him right for school. That's my point.
Exactly.
Tomorrow's not a school day, so it's a winning day.
Yes.
Okay, well, it is October, so this is where we are reviewing random horror movies. The theme this year is like, I think we said like zombies or
zombies.
Like, yeah. You know, the living dead. Woo! And we all picked movies. This one was mine, and it aged like 2004. Which is the year it came out, you know, like this, you know, that kind of tropes. But I remember seeing this movie at Fan Expo Toronto with my dad. I was probably like 13, 14, in one of the small screening rooms. And that movie is Dead and Breakfast.
I love it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I know there are some parts that get really gory, and obviously it's 2004, so some of the remarks, I was like, I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna read a couple the summary and some facts about it, and then we will get into our favorite scene. So the summary was, on their way to a wedding, a group of friends take a wrong turn and end up in a small town of Lovelock. There, they check into a bed and breakfast run by a strange Mr. Wise. I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The next morning, the group, along with a mysterious man called the Drifter, is detained by the sheriff regarding some suspicious deaths. During questioning, one of his friends, Johnny, inadvertently unleashes a demonic force that transforms the townspeople into zombies. The budget for this was about 500 million. Wait, no, 500 million? No, 500
what?
I'm like, why is it not like Star Wars? Like, what is happening?
$500,000. And it was shot in California. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot about this movie. This is like the smallest, like, unknown movie with the most faces you'll recognize.
Yeah. I was like, I know him. I know them. I've seen them before.
Every single actor, I was like, I know them from something.
I forgot to ask, Jessica, who are you from that movie?
Fuck, yes. I'm the guitar singer that narrates guy.
Sonia, who are you?
I am a hillbilly part of the band.
Yeah!
Okay.
Wait, I want to comment on being a zombie. This is the first time I've ever done zombie makeup. I didn't do any work, guys. Like, I'm so tired that all I did was like kind of just rub my eyes with like the mascara I had on and just put like a little bit of brown under my eye. It took zero work. Like, it shouldn't be this easy to look dead. Oh,
to be fair, that look is coming back. Like that whole like overtired heroin chic makeup with like the under eye, it's coming back, baby. Yeah. So we just need to look tired. So it's like right up our alleyway.
You just gotta wake up and walk out the door. Okay.
Yeah, we're like, I'm beautiful. It's
no style, makeup baby. At all. Like, just on my eyes, where I just rubbed my mascara in, and then like there's no concealer, and then I just did a little bit of brown under there, like it. I'm a little upset. Like, I'm kind of mad. A little angry.
I am the records lady.
I love the records.
Hey, Dawn, do you want to plug that book you're using as a prop? Always marketing.
Marketing.
Don't sit there. My kid was just there. I don't trust it. By S. Villeneuve and D.M. Walton. If you want to know who those people are, it's us.
Oh my God! You guys wrote a book. Yeah, you can find that on Amazon. I'll link it below.
Yeah, my last name is Villeneuve, guys. It says Kilman everywhere else, but like my real last name.
My real one.
My real one. The one I
my
did.
real one is Thompson, technically, because I still haven't changed it.
Because you haven't changed it, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so what? Like, you guys hadn't seen this before, so I'm curious to what your favorite scenes were.
First of all, I loved the whole movie.
Okay.
The whole thing. It's up there because like Killer Clowns from Outer Space is my favorite like spooky movie, and it's up there with it. It's so cheesy and campy. I love it. And my favorite scene is with the records girl, and she comes out of nowhere with all her guns and army gear because she needs to like protect the records. I was like, yes, librarian, heroine. You go, girl. Like I was.
Don't try that in a small town, you know.
Yeah. I loved her. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad because I was worried because for our listeners, Sonia doesn't really like horror movies that much.
That's
I was trying to like
kind scary ones, not funny ones. She's cool with funny ones.
Yeah, if it's lame, I love it. But like.
This has like a lot of gore and stuff.
It's not the gore that scares me. It's the jump scares. And like horror movies nowadays, it's all fucking jump scares. Okay. I can't like life every day already has my heart like, ouch. I don't need it for entertainment also.
Okay, that's good to know because I remember there was like some parts where I was like, I forgot that it got this gory. Like I forgot the rating. It was originally rated NC-17, but then they re-edited it and made it rated R. So yeah, so I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, because I picked it. I was like, it's a musical. She'll like a musical.
Yeah, no, it's like gore and stuff, like Dr. Giggles. I love Dr. Giggles. Just like the older ones, because like, Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street. There's very little jumping, like just like blah, and gore doesn't bother me. Like I know, like that's fucking fake shit. It's just when all of a sudden I'm watching something.
It's the build up. Like the build up with the jump scare is what like makes it worse, I think.
Like The Ring, the scariest part in The Ring was when she was in the barn and a fucking cockroach walked over and like she screamed, so I screamed. I'm like, oh, it's a bug. I hate bugs, but like that's
Yeah.
Why are we screaming? Yeah, no, but
I just remember watching it, and the guy, I'm trying to look up his name, that performed like half the songs. Was it the Zach Selwyn?
Mm-hmm.
Like he wrote and performed like half the songs in this movie that I'm like, why didn't his music career take off after this? He was the main character. Like, and he switched genres when he died, like it was so like I loved that part of the film. But anyways, sorry, Dawn. What was your favorite scene?
I loved the barn scene, like when they're at the bar, or with like the hoedown or whatever.
The hoedown, the hootenanny.
They were at the barn. They had banjos. It was a thing. Okay, they were doing line dancing and stuff. It was great. Anyway, I loved it because it was like a fight scene / dance off, and they were killing each other, but like having fun. I loved it.
Having fun killing each other.
Yeah,
I personally love line dancing.
I will love it
watching
too. Like when it's like when you are learned like taught steps and it's not freestyle or anything. I love it. I need routine. I need to know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, like I don't know if they ever had anything like that in Hamilton because I didn't grow up here. But in my city, we had this thing called Celebration of Dance from like grades 1 to 8. Like,
yeah, you were taught it in school.
Yeah, we were taught it. All the schools in the area, and like in the area, all the schools were for months during your gym class and stuff. You were taught various dances to a bunch of songs. There was always certain songs. YMCA was always there. Cotton Eye Joe was always there. And then some songs would change. We had Livin' La Vida Loca. We had Who Let the Dogs Out. Whatever. Yeah, well, we'd learn the dance steps to it. And it was like all like various forms of line dancing because we weren't learning like individual choreography. It was like one choreography we all do. And then we'd have a field trip where all the schools and all the grades would go to the like fairgrounds and they would just blast on the speaker the music and we'd all just do the dance and we get a day off school just to do that.
Our schools did that, but we didn't go elsewhere. They didn't want inner city kids leaving the school. They didn't want
we were all inner. There was no I was small town, so it was like
you guys were less stabby, I guess.
I don't even remember how we learned the dances. I think we did it during gym class.
It was gym. It was gym class. All of elementary school was gym class. But once you got to middle school, they didn't want to teach you dancing anymore. You had to make cheers.
Or something like that.
I don't know what the boys did because once we hit middle school, boys and girls were separate for gym class.
Yeah.
And so the girls had to like learn cheering. I have no idea. The boys probably got to play dodgeball or some stupid
It's funny because we didn't even have middle school. So I didn't have a female only gym class till grade 9, like high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like, because all of our schools went up to grade 8. Actually, I had some schools go up to grade 6, but we didn't have any schools that didn't start at kindergarten. So.
Yeah, like, so our school, like, it was within the same school, but like, as soon as you hit grade 6, we, like, our gym would do a separate thing, and like, then it would do the boys' side, girls' side, and you could not cross over, and
you
like, we'd
couldn't
have
see
different
each other.
teams.
Yeah, it was very sexist in 1990. Okay,
oh my god, that's so fucked up.
Yeah,
but like, I could understand why for health class, but like, not for like sports.
Yeah, no, it made no sense for sports. But then again, like, I guess some of the females were like shy, like, you know, they're.
I'm sure some of the boys were shy. Yeah, right? Some of the boys are shy too.
Yeah, but it's like trying to perform the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Like, even some of the boys or whatever. So they probably just wanted to keep it separate from that reason.
I know in high school we had this, and girls had to do gymnastics, boys didn't. I actually dislocated my shoulder doing vaults, so that was fun. But boys got to do wrestling and girls didn't, even though there was a wrestling team for girls at our school because I competed in it. So it was like we just weren't taught it in class. Boys were, of course, because they'd be into wrestling, but we had to do like things like beam and ribbon.
Oh my god, I remember that so much. I was like, it was like 4 months we were doing like gymnastics. I was like, come on, man, can we please do something else? Until like cross country came, and then it was like all cross country. But like,
oh god, our school was like insane for that.
Gym teacher made me do the bars. You know, like the parallel bars, the one upper and lower.
Yeah.
Because I was like malnourished, so I was super tiny, and I was like, I'm terrified of heights. She's like, just do it. It's fine. You'll land on the mats. So after class, I chewed on my hands to make them bleed. So then when I went to gym the next day, I was like, my mom doesn't want me doing this anymore. Look at my hands. My mom didn't know about it. But I was like, if my mom said that she'll come down here if you make me do it again. And then I didn't have to do it again. I got to just like walk around the gym.
That's so smart though.
I was like a really smart kid. I'm not smart anymore. But like I knew that I never had to do schoolwork. They would pass you. So like bare minimum, always bare minimum. And it was amazing. People would stress over their grades and whatever. I'm like, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. When we're grown up, it won't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
Me, it was part of my validation kink, which if Sigmund Freud was here, he would be like, "Oh, that stems from your parents," which it does. Okay, like obviously. But no, I was that kid in your class stressing about grades, even though my parents didn't care. They were like, "We don't care." Oh, cool! Yeah. Like we're not reading your report card. Like open an envelope.
I never read my report card either.
I have all my report cards.
I do not. I don't even have my kids' report cards. I was like, whatever, guys. Like, if you like,
I do, but that's for diagnostic reasons.
Yeah. After we got diagnosed, it's fine.
Yeah. Once the doctor looks at it and can log them, then I don't have to keep records no more.
Do you remember Mrs. Morris, Domery?
Oh my god, yes. She was such a. She's told me that my period was only a tablespoon of blood and that was it. And
that was like the biggest myth forever.
I was like, you're lying. I'm telling you right now, that's not true. And she's like, yes, it is. It just looks more. And I'm like, I'm telling you, you're a liar.
Yeah, maybe like every hour, only a teaspoon.
But maybe they're just counting liquid blood and not like the giant fucking clots that can come.
Right? I was like, I've passed more than that. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I never trusted her for any kind of advice. To get out of gym class, I used to pretend to chew gum. Like,
she hated it.
And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. And then she's like, show me. And I would pretend to do like a big gulp. I'll be like, and then she's like, get out of here. Go to the office. Oh, man. I fucking hated her. But like, when it came to cross country, she like adored me. She would let me do anything I wanted because I was one of the top like runners in the school. So
That's cool.
Great. Yeah. I used to be really good at sports, guys, not other sports, just the running. I was like, I'm getting out of here. And
That's
hilarious. Run forever.
I hated running, but I loved sports. So like the running sports, I would not do. Like I didn't do cross.
I wasn't fast. I'm not fast. Like I was only 5 foot. So, but like just endurance, like I could just go forever. And then you got like other kids like just dying, right? So you just keep going. Later, little engine that could. I'm like, I can go. But then I was like, I could run forever. We got to run all around Hamilton when we were training. Like it was amazing. I was like, I can just be free. And then
I did shot put. I kept I ended up going like on like we had like our county like whatever. I passed that. I got like second place. So I got to move on to like OFSA, which is like Ontario. And it was literally, I got to throw a metal ball 3 times and I got an entire day off school and like free lunch. So I was like, sweet. I just get to sit there all day and write a book. And then they're like, it's your turn. I go throw my 3 metal balls and then I go sit back down for the rest of the day. It was the best.
I loved cross country, except for they tried to get you to do other shit. And I got these fucking noodle arms, okay? And they're like, do it.
Field.
I was like,
the other shit's track and field.
And then there's
that's the thing.
I couldn't do that either. The one with the poles.
Yeah, that was me. I could do that. So it was called high jump, and like you had to run with the pole, and then you had to stick in the ground and like jump over this other pole. I could do that.
Yeah, no, I was too awkward. I would run with my stick and then kind of stop to like put my stick where it belonged,
jump, and then high jump is like where you get on where you run and then you jump off of the spring thing, and then you jump over that pole, that one, and you like throw your back out when you go like that. Yeah, I did that one.
Couldn't do that. And then she's like, just do it. And I would always land on the pole. And that shit hurts my spine, man. I still like when anything touches my spine, I'm like, oh no, it's like trauma. I got PTSD. Oh, let's go back to the movie. We're supposed to.
I know, right? No, but gym class trauma. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's horror movie all in itself.
My favorite scene is with the little unknown actor from Walking Dead. I forgot his name. Oh my god, I'm terrible with names. Hold on.
Now I need to know who you're talking about.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Little known actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan is in this movie. He plays the sheriff. And my favorite scene
You're
is
like
when
that guy I don't know. I know it so much,
but I always forget his name. But anyways, he is with the scene where he's like he shoots the doctor in the woods.
The arm. Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you a zombie?" I don't know. Are you? Well, he wouldn't answer if he was a zombie.
Yeah, we would obviously say no. Like, it's not like zombies. They're talky zombies. They're not zombies. They're possessed. Like that's the.
Yeah, I thought that was a unique take on zombies because possession zombies. It's like they're still dead. Like a lot of them were dead and came back to life once you put a part of them in that possession box.
Yeah.
So
magic zombies. I liked it. It was well done. They weren't like mindless. Like the guy Johnny was like, just like, oh, and then you had like the puppet. Oh, I love that part too. The puppet. And it's like, yeah, I love the puppet part too. It was amazing. I loved it. Oh, so good.
I'm glad that. Okay, good. That gives me ideas for other future movies. Now that I know what's acceptable. But I just love like the comedic parts because there's always that question like like if it's a zombie apocalypse, you're obviously gonna shoot first.
Exactly.
Then it's gonna have those awkward moments where you have to be like, "God damn, I'm sorry about that." Yeah. Can you get over it, please?
It has a very like Canadian made feel to it.
Yes.
Like it's very like dry humor. Like you like if you're smart enough to get the jokes, you'll find it funny.
You don't need a laugh track.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. Also, it was good.
Okay, well then I'm curious. What is your least favorite scene?
That they don't go into more detail about how he counts the like running over animals. Like you don't see him going around killing animals after. Like it was a really weird like sure he runs over animals and counts them, but then they're like, oh, so we can pray. But like you don't see him like praying about it later or doing anything else about the animals. I feel like it was a wasted scene. Like it was a filler scene. They put it in there just to like talk about it.
I think it was a stupid story-based plot where they were like trying to be like, see, he's the nice guy, but then he becomes like the bad guy.
He was
I like that though, that the nice guy became the bad guy because
but then the vegan becomes the hero.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan. I can't kill people.
And then
that
she
was
kills the
favorite.
nice guy.
Yeah.
I think this is all like a metaphor for nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually if you have to be like, I'm a nice guy, you're not a nice guy. Like that's not how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's what that. But yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It was just kind of like not really connected to the rest of the story.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I didn't like where there's the part where they're talking about where he dug up the baby. Like that was one clean full-size baby. Okay. A year later it's gonna be dirty and decomposing. Like that part bothered me too.
The aesthetics weren't right.
Yeah. It was like that doesn't make sense to me. Like it should be grosser. Like it.
No, I love that. And that they had David Carradine, who was Mr. Wise, who's in a lot of things as
portraying an Asian, and I don't think he's actually zero Asianness to it at all. Like maybe, I don't know.
He was born in Hollywood, California,
but he died in Thailand. So
apparently like he's born to a family of actors.
Yeah. But his family who's his parents? Like we're going on this long thing and I need to know. Like
he was the eldest son of legendary character actor John Carradine, and his wife I'm gonna read this. And his wife Ardenelle Abigail, and then in brackets it says McCool.
Yeah.
Why does it say that?
I don't know. But do you know he accidentally asphyxiation? That's how he died. How do you accidentally choke to death? Like that's
while masturbating.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That was children, parents, John Carradine. Does it say he looks very white? He's white. He's a redhead. Oh no, that's just somebody who was acting with. I don't.
But yeah,
like,
David Carradine's in Kill Bill and whatnot. Yeah. So,
and he was in the kung fu stuff. Like I just feel like he plays all these like. And I get you can be white and from like an Asian country, but
it's rare.
It's very rare, and like the only characters he plays are like Asian descent characters. I just feel
I'm sure in his early work he probably played white people, but then he realized the competition was too great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dawn, what is your least favorite scene?
Okay, so remember how the drunk dude like passed out, and then when he woke up and he got food and he's starting to eat in the kitchen, and then they turn on the light and they see the dead dude in the corner? That bothered me. If I'm eating, I'm gonna smell a dead body that's beside me. That's not gonna make me want to eat.
Yeah.
Like,
they shit their pants.
It's fresh.
You shit your pants.
I would smell it. Listen, I'm very sensitive to smell, and like I would smell a decay, like a dead body. I would smell the blood. that nickel smell. No, there's no way. That was not believable to me.
But what if you did all the drugs he did the night before?
No, you can tell when there's a dead
body.
What
if you had COVID 3 times?
No, you can tell there's a dead body. I don't care. If you don't know there's a dead body in the same room as you, there's something wrong with you.
Well, no, sometimes you can't tell there's a dead body.
Okay, like if the person's not cut up, like if the person like died in their sleep, yeah, okay. But like this person was cut up. No, you're gonna tell. There's blood everywhere. It was on his hands. How'd you tell?
Yeah, it would smell like pennies, right?
Right? Like,
but I would. Okay, have you been to a small town diner? They smell like pennies because everything's rusted.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I looked up David Carradine have any Asian ancestry. Okay. Carradine is the leading role because of David's physical characteristics. He doesn't look Asian to me at all. He looks like a white dude with small eyes. Anyway. Many assumed he was partial Asian descent. However, he wasn't.
Ah! He's
but
wearing
he
an Asian face.
He's wearing Asian face. Like he's a white guy. Like Kyle's dad kind of looks like this guy. Like,
well, we need to market him, obviously.
Like, I mean, like, you know, Kyle's dad can play dress up as David Carradine for Halloween. All he has to do is put a wig on. Because he's a bald man. But like it's crazy. I don't know. I just feel like that's one of my problematic things. We'll get there. That's my
yeah.
I should have waited, but I didn't.
You jumped the gun.
That's okay. Fun. Wait, Dad, what was your least?
I told you the eating with the penny smell.
Yeah. Okay. We kind of went on a tangent. I got lost.
Like, I guess you could smell pennies. You could smell blood. It kind of smells like.
I just think you can sense it. I don't care. That's my opinion.
I can understand him missing it, except for the fact that it was all over the floor when he went to go slide around.
Yeah, and then he didn't slip
the part. Yeah.
Right? Like, no, it didn't make sense to me.
How dare this movie about demon-possessed zombies not make sense?
Right? That's my biggest thing too, right? The parts wrong with the movie just doesn't add up. Like, it's not real life, but we're like, why?
But if it was.
Yeah. I would know.
My least favorite scene was just like, well, okay, for example, for my critique of the movie, I wish it had more musicality, like not just the one guy singing, but maybe like you know,
a dance number or something.
Well, the zombies dancing, like is like my favorite part of the movie. Like not my favorite scene, but like one of my favorite, like when all the zombies start, they're like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
They appear to be dancing and they're just like singing about how they're going to eat them. Yeah. That is amazing to me. And I just wish there was more of that. Like full on musical, you know, not
like
just
fourth
like
wall type dance scenes. Yeah.
But my least favorite scene in general is I guess I just hate at the end how what's his face turns and then talks about like he's the bad guy the whole time. Was it David? He's the bad guy the whole time because he's cheating on his beautiful ass girlfriend and being gross and doing all the drugs and just being a terrible boyfriend. And then he turns because he didn't communicate that his blood was on the step. They could have dealt with that problem, but he refused to communicate that. And then he just ends up beating up his girlfriend because she kept trusting him once he gets possessed. I just hated that scene because I feel like it could have been avoided.
Yeah, communication, right?
Yeah,
communication is key.
I hate the miscommunication trope. Like, that just pisses me off.
Well, it's just like, and then he turns and he just says all this gross stuff to her about how he was cheating on her, how he's like the friend they were traveling for his wedding, he slept with her.
The cousin.
Like,
yeah.
The cousins. Yeah, like it's so bad. It's like, I wish he had a worse like death. Yeah, like he was the bad guy in this whole situation. Everything else was accidental.
Yeah. He's the bad dude. For sure.
But yeah. So Sonia, problematic.
Okay. Problematic is
We know where this is going.
Yeah, is the guy like it's culture appropriation. It's not first of all, the one thing, the zombie thing, not real. It was like something made up by the like company. They have the same name, the company that did it. But just like his like persona of like Asian descent monkey thing. It's the only character he knows how to play. He plays it in everything. Yeah, so just that guy was like my biggest, like, I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, but before I wanted to like go on a rant, I had to like super triple check. Like, I'm pretty sure he wasn't, but I had to make sure. Yeah, no, like it's fuck that
Here
guy.
at Opinionated Lushes, we value being factual and informed.
Yeah, I don't like being wrong about something. I can go on a tangent and then be misinformed and then find out later and I'll be like, oh shit, sorry. But like it's just, I don't know. It just irked me. And I know white people can be from Asia, but he wasn't an Asian country. He wasn't. He's from the States. He's a North American.
He's from
white
Hollywood,
dude.
California.
Yeah.
Born.
So, born, raised. Fucker.
No, I get that. That's a fair complaint. That's actually like that started changing in film shortly. Like, I mean, this was 2004. So that's kind of changed in film where less people are being like racially, other characters, but it's like slowly like in voice acting and video games and stuff, it still occurs even. And it's always that question. It's like, can you voice characters that don't align kind of?
Well, as long as you're not doing like an accent, like if you're doing like an African country character, which they're still white people, but if you're forcing, like if you're doing their accents, I feel like that's disgusting. Like but the character you're playing is a person of color and you're doing an accent like that's, or like East Indian, right? Like if you're playing an East Indian character doing East Indian accent and the character themselves is like the typical like darker skin color, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's problematic.
Yeah, when you're like kind of almost putting on their culture as a mask.
Yeah. That's what the David is doing in his shows, his kung fu show. I'm sure the problem, people love him so much. I'm talking so much shit. I don't think he's a good actor because he can only play one guy. Like, he's Ryan Reynolds of the kung fu movies.
If you disagree with anything said here, please let us know in the comments below.
We're gonna get canceled. Because
we're hating white people that play Asian guys.
He's an American treasure, and we're just like, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Don, what's your problematic thing?
Okay, so we all agreed that one dude was a piece of shit, right? And the girlfriend, right? So this is why I had a problem with her. Not because she was cheated on, because obviously no, but that she was bitchy towards other females that were near her boyfriend, but wouldn't blame the boyfriend. Like, the boyfriend is the one you're in a relationship with. And she was so catty. I hated that. I'm like, no, you should be like a girl's girl. Like, that pissed me off. Like, where she was just like bitchy with all the other girls. And she thought she was better than everyone. Yeah,
I don't want to hang out with other girls because they're so mean and rude.
She was a pick-me girl. She was the pick-me girl. I fucking hate that. Like,
it's women that still center men. Yeah. I kind of like, I used to be like, oh my God, I hate these people. I'm kind of taking a more generational trauma approach now. Cause like, I'm like back, like literally like 2 generations ago, we needed to marry men to own property. Like that's not that long ago. So I feel like this whole pick me ideal and like women that like overemphasize their life as men. Like, I need to get married. I need to have a family. And that's more important than being with the right person. I just take that as like, that's generational trauma because like we've been fucked for so long. Yeah. So I'm trying to be more I hate those women. I hate when my mom is the type of woman that centers men in her life over anything. And I feel like that's, you know, it's a terrible, terrible fucking thing. I'm just choosing to be like, I understand why. I just hope you can open your mind about it. I mean, she can't because hers got hit in the head with a pipe, but you know, in general.
I wasn't like a pick me person. But I was like, the kind of stuff I'm into is like video games, board games, dragons, shit like that. And the only people who were open about that were males. So I was like, oh, girls are boring. So like it wasn't like, but I loved female friends. Like I would die for Dawn Marie and stuff growing up, you know, like people tried to pick on her. I was like, you know, that wasn't happening. Even with my friends, like who are my friends? I was like, no one's picking on Dawn Marie. But yeah, it was mostly like guys I wanted to be friends with because they were.
But that's hilarious because like I remember being into that stuff, but because I was trying so hard to have girlfriends, I would like lie about the stuff I'm into. Like I learned all the lyrics to Spice Girls, not because I was into Spice Girls, but because they were into Spice Girls. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my in. Like I'm like 6. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, I got it now. I know all the song. I fucking learned that dance routine. I'm ready to go, you know? And then like as I got older and I got more comfortable, I found out like girls like a lot of this stuff. They just don't feel like they can be that stuff, or else guys don't like them.
Yeah,
because
that's the problem.
Masculine.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that the worst thing? If guys don't like you, like, is that
no,
the worst
not.
thing? I mean, I'm biased because I am pansexual. So like if all the men got defeated off the earth, I would be okay. So I understand if you're only sexually attracted to men, that might seem like a terrible thing. But also, not all men are shitty. It's just a lot of them are. That's why you can't say not all men, because the good men are the minority.
Yeah. The good men are saying, be weary of all men. Don't risk
the
it.
Good men are not the ones saying, like, it's not all men. Like, no, they're not saying
exactly.
They know what their gender's up to. So,
yeah. The good men are like, like carry that taser. You know, like it's carry that pepper spray to a girl. You know?
Okay, I guess it's my problematic thing. My problematic thing is kind of the more, I feel like they kind of touched on it a bit, kind of self-aware, but also just that it happened. But the racially inappropriate language, especially like during the barn scenes and that kind of stuff, you know, where they're like commenting on the slightly off-white people.
Like, like the white passing Spanish people, like
And the one woman calls the one guy the Oriental fella.
Yes, that was another one.
And I was just like, oh, this language is very 2004. So if you say that kind of stuff today, well, stop it.
Please don't do that anymore.
Don't do that. Yeah, please.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've learned something today.
Yeah. Please don't be white pretending, and then like who is North America pretending you're Asian, like when you're not. Like that'd be nice too.
My high school used to get a lot of international students, so we got a lot of people from Korea, like South Korea. I remember my one friend Jenny from there. She would always be like, I was like, "Where are you from?" She's like, "Oh, the good Korea." Yeah, she was so funny. She used to get me the best, like she would like get me like random ramen noodles that I couldn't find anywhere else, and she'd be like, "I heard you like spicy things." I was like, "Thank you so much, Jenny. Yeah, I'd love to come to your house." You know, because she lived, she rent like had a room in like I don't know what they're called. Someone took them in. Someone offered to take in an international host house. Yeah. So she lived in one of those. But I remember, especially because of the way I do my eyeliner, because none of that's changed in 20 years. Some of the men would ask if I was like partly Asian because my eyes tend to be like smaller and longer. And I was, of course, like, no, that'd be cool though, but no. Yeah. Like anything but white, sure, but no, I'm probably inbred. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is all inbreeding. Yeah. Fetal alcohol.
I'm inbred European, all right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the newcomers that came. I went in high school. The first time I had pho. A Cambodian girls in my school, they're like, come on, Whitey. And they took me to a Vietnamese restaurant, and it had pho. And I was like, how do I order this? And they just did it for me. They were super sweet about it or patronizing. I don't know. But it was amazing. It was like, and now I love it. I was like, I've never had this before. This is the greatest thing ever.
I feel like they were probably very like caring about it. Like a lot of people love to share their culture.
Yes,
they just don't want that to be appropriated. That's the difference.
I like once I learn about like the food, I can't go be like, oh, like I invented this.
Yeah,
like,
like you go show all your white friends, take over the restaurant.
Yeah. Like I'll go be like, guys, like I invented this soup. Just so you know.
You start calling it faux.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that. Oh my god. Like you couldn't even learn how to pronounce it properly.
I was like, it's like saying fuck you, but without the rest of the word.
Yeah.
No, I think that's like great. Like I know like everyone I've met that has any culture, including white people. Like I know white Italians, like born and bred, you know, like that kind of stuff. It's like when they have some sort of culture, they always want to share that with people around them.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you can't take that culture and be like, it's mine now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Just don't do it. If you feel like that, that's wrong. Don't do it.
It has nothing to do with like wearing something, and like you can go to like a black stylist and get the styles. That's not cultural appropriation. I went to a person of that ethnicity and culture and got my hair done.
But if you're a white person,
hairstyle from them and do it yourself, like that's different.
Yeah, if I went to a white hairstylist, it'd be different.
Yeah,
if you're a white person and you go and you get some of those protected hairstyles from even a black hairdresser, note your hair might fall out.
Yeah, because it's different.
Yeah.
So those tight ass braids ain't for you, sis.
Yeah, your weak ass scalp can't handle
it. Unfortunately, we are born as white people with a lot of issues because, again, inbred.
All the inbreds.
Yeah.
Hey, sisters.
Yeah. And like another example, since September, we're recording in September, and it's the Indigenous month and the Orange Shirt Days. If you buy any of that stuff from white creators, not Indigenous people, that's cultural appropriation. You buy a dream catcher from Walmart, cultural appropriation. If you're not buying anything, like if you're buying anything that's Indigenous, not from Indigenous people's creators, cultural appropriation. Just so you know what it is.
Okay, so I have a story, and it has to do with Orange Shirt Day, but it's not about culture appropriation. Okay, anyway. So this mother gaslit her kid, and I witnessed it, and it was the greatest thing ever. So her older kid had the orange shirt. But the younger child had this mustard yellow shirt. And the kid turns to her and he's like, Mom, you didn't get me an orange shirt. I want the orange shirt. She's like, that is orange. That's orange mustard. And I was like, that's good. Gaslit her child.
I would have said the same thing. I'd be like, it's close enough. Like, are you buying this shirt?
I laughed so hard. I was like, way to gaslight your kid, man.
Sometimes you have to lie to your kids, okay? That's the only way you can get through life. Like, the park's closed.
Well, come on, this kid can tell she's lying. Like, come on. she's like, no, that's mustard orange.
Maybe you should know your colors.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good times. Anyway, but go back on to the other topic.
We're done with appropriation. We're done. We're done with that. We're doing
okay. We're moving on to songs. What is your zombie apocalypse fighting song? Was that what it was? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Okay. What is yours, Sonia?
Dirty Deeds by Joan Jett.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like you pay her to get the job done. And it is disgusting fighting zombies. I was like, bitch, I don't want to do the work. I'll get Joan Jett to do it. And there you go. That's my
No, I would get Joan Jett to do anything.
Yeah.
So again,
cuddle me at night. That'd be nice.
Kill zombies during the day, cuddles you at night. That's the win. Yeah.
It's winning.
What about you, Dawn?
Paint It Black by Black Sabbath. I think that's Black Sabbath, right? No.
Is it
Paint It Black?
AC/DC?
No.
No, it's not AC/DC.
No. Black Sabbath then. Paint It Black. Rolling Stones.
Yes. Okay. See, I know something like that.
You're like one of those old people bands.
Yeah. I got Paint It Black and then Black Sabbath because both black. Whatever. I meant Rolling Stones. But yes, that would be my zombie song.
Is there a reason?
No. Just
that's it. That's the song. I feel like I can really like behead zombies to this, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's like a vibes kind of song. Yeah. Like you're like, yeah.
Okay, I actually asked my son this question because he likes zombies. And I answered it myself. So I'm going to give my son's answer first. So for those that are listening, he's 13. He's loved zombies since he was 6. And he chose Highway to Hell, AC/DC.
Yes, that's a good song too. Yeah.
So that is, one of those songs from those old people bands. Like he was like, I could really, he's like, in a zombie apocalypse, I would actually be driving away from the fucking city. So I would have to have Highway to Hell on. Obviously, I'm driving on a highway. So that was his, so that was his like response. My choice, I chose Pet Sematary by the Ramones because I was like, I really don't want to live this life again. I don't. So that's why I chose that song. I was like, if I'm gonna live through this, I don't want to, like, once I die, I don't want to live this life again.
Yeah, I like also a backup would be Zombies from the Cranberries.
Oh yeah, I almost said that, but I thought it was too on the nose. I was like, I don't want to.
No, the zombies. What's in your head? Like the whole thing is like they took what's in like the people's heads and used it to like try and manipulate.
I feel like I would get us eaten because I would just like see them out the window and I'd be like, zombie. And it would just feel like a vocal stim, like every time. Like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
We'd like break out in song and dance and be like, be like, hey, they're doing the line dancing.
Maybe we just entertain the zombies. That's all they want was a festival.
Zombie festival.
Yeah.
Like, all right, zombies.
Brains, waves, and vibes. Festival.
There you go. Brains.
Brains.
Plants vs. Zombie soundtrack.
Oh my god.
Play that whole time.
No, okay. My son had a Plants vs Zombies themed like birthday once. So like we're big in Plants vs Zombies. I feel like maybe that's the problem. We need more zombies to garden.
To garden? We need more garden to protect us from the zombies. Is that what you think? We need more?
Maybe we just all become zombies and start gardening. We're like,
the zombies don't do the gardening.
No, but maybe they could, Sonia. I know the game. I'm making it up in my head to go with the possessed zombies that talk in the movie.
Yeah.
Like maybe in a small town, they could just all farm. Because I don't think zombies need to sleep.
No, that'd be great. They could do like the late shift.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be like robots taking our jobs? Like, wouldn't we just be a little upset?
Not if we're all getting a living wage anyway.
And sleeping.
And sleeping, yeah.
That's the thing.
They could be our night nurses.
I don't know. Wouldn't want a zombie coming in on me while I'm
like sleeping,
defenseless. Yeah.
Night check. Yeah. that'd be okay. Sad. Well, do we have anything else to say about this movie? I'm glad you liked it. Like, Don, I wasn't worried about you. I'm more like you can handle like things like when it comes to like horror and stuff. So I didn't know that Sonia's threshold for like gore was okay. So now I know for next time.
Yeah, like if you got your intestines getting ripped out and stuff, that's fine.
Cool. Because like there's so many bad horror movies, super gory, but terrible.
Yeah, I'm okay with terrible. Yeah, it's just the randomness and like Jurassic Park scares the shit out of me. That's because like the dinosaurs are like a little bit too like aggressive. Nothing to do with gore. They're loud, right? They're loud, and I've had a lot of nightmares, so that's unfortunate. Even as an adult, I have like
dinosaur nightmares.
And it's so stupid. It's always like a T-Rex will rip off the ceiling. They don't got arms. Like it's not.
They don't need arms. They got them big ass mouths. Like
no, they ripped it off with their arms. Their little dino arms, and then they would like eat me.
Yeah,
like,
but these are like scientifically improved T-Rexes. Obviously, they're coming back now. It's because they're man-made, so we gave them arms.
Oh, in like the egg, like while it's forming, we're
like, oh, this is the DNA for arms. We're like, let's like,
we just put that shit in there, right?
Yeah.
No,
like big arms. Make it like a Hydra. It has like 3 heads.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
2 tails, some wings, like.
It's not even a Rex anymore. It's a quad Rex.
Oh, have you seen like what is it? American Dad with Quad Guy? What is his name? Oh no. Good shit. This is ruined.
Quad Guy.
No, it's a guy. And like he rides a motorcycle, but he uses his brain powers to do it. Oh. It's just one of their side things that they have going on. Quad Force? I don't know. Damn it. It's going to bug me until we're done. I'm going to like, oh, I'll tell you in Messenger.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If you know in the comments, please post below.
Mine Quad. Is it? Oh, fuck.
Is that the guy that's a paraplegic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Mine Quad.
Okay,
right?
there we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mine Quad.
Is it Mine Quad? It's important, apparently.
American Dad, yeah, Mine Quad is a fictitious adventure drama television series set aside. It stars John Q. Mind, an ex-army officer who has garnered special powers due to his limbs being blown into his mind. His limbs were blown into his mind.
His mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the powers come from.
Yeah, so that's what the T-Rexes are going to be like.
They're just mind powers.
Yeah. Fucking big-ass giant head and little torso, I guess. Just they're using their mind powers.
No! Terrifying T-Rex. I love how our zombie movie went to terrifying T-Rexes, so...
We cannot stay on topic ever.
Never.
Never, ever.
Well, I hope you guys are all enjoying our movie reviews. We will continue them throughout the month of October. Remember, December 2nd, save the date. That is our 16-hour charity live stream. Follow us on all social medias to keep track of that and to hear what's going on. As well as I'd love to thank our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst. We have newer Patreons, but they're not VIP, so they don't get their names shouted out here.
But still, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm just saying.
We appreciate you.
Make sure to keep track on Thursdays where we release our Books and Booze series because you might find a little Stephanie Hurst on there eventually. Yeah. So keep an ear out for that. Is there anything else I forgot to plug?
We have a website.
Oh, yeah. Go away. Plug.
Oh, me. opinionatedlushes.com. What?
We can play that virtual game that we normally play.
Yeah. On our pre-drinks episode on Patreon. Yeah. So again, you can access all our bonus Patreon content like our pre-drink series and our React series, even at the lowest tier. And opinionatedlushes.com. Play that virtual game, tag us in it, and we will share it. Thank you.
Yes.
And have a good night. See you next week with a new movie review.
Do you know which one it is?
No. The guide to something.
Yeah, that one.
Boy Scouts Guide.
Boy Scouts Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
There you go. That's next week's episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
But a nice shot there, kids. But the big dumb geek is still coming.